So one of the things I hear a lot from homeowners when they know they should do some things to get their home ready for the sale process, but they just don't want to, well, the buyer's just going to paint it what they want to when they move in, or aren't they just going to remodel it anyway? So why don't we just leave it as it is? They can see past it. And my response is always the same. What buyer? Because here's the truth. Most buyers don't have the ability to see past tired and dirty walls or very specific paint colors. What they see is work and a lot of money that they're going to need to spend after they've already spent a boatload just to buy your house. There's a lot of emotion attached to the buying process when we're talking about someone's next home. And if a house feels dark, dated, cluttered, or overwhelming, they don't walk in thinking about the potential. They usually walk out, or they don't even bother coming to see it. This is where our specialty comes in. We don't just list homes, we strategically prepare them. So buyers connect emotionally and are willing to compete, and ultimately are willing to pay more. Staging and thoughtful prep aren't about making your home look like a sterile model or pretending it's something it's not. It's about highlighting what's already there, removing distractions, and presenting your home in a way that makes buyers see themselves living in your space and feeling comfortable, saying, yes, this is the one, and often paying a premium to do this. Today, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what we do best. These are real homes and real before and after transformations. This is the difference between hoping buyers will see the value in your home and showing them the true value of your home. So let's jump in. Case study number 1, I'm going to call this one From Fixer to Fabulous. The home was a gorgeous Spanish revival near the beach in Long Beach. It was dated. I mean dated. The floors were in rough shape, the walls hadn't been painted in over 50 years, and it had the original kitchen and bathrooms. The home was in a great neighborhood near the beach and had so many wonderful architectural features, but a buyer wouldn't be able to get past the drab walls and tired stained wood floors. This one would have been bait for lowball investor offers. All I recommended for this was really just to paint, refinish the wood floors, and then finish it off with staging just the main house. We left the apartment over the garage empty, but we still painted and redid the floors for an amazing refresh. The transformation was remarkable, and it resulted in 6 offers in less than 10 days and sold for $175,000 above the list price. Leaving this one as it was would have resulted in a sale price easily $300,000 to $400,000 less than what they actually sold it for. And they would have gotten a lot of lowball offers from investors because it looked like a serious fixer. So what did our client spend to yield this incredible result? Painting, refinishing the floors of the main house and the apartment, and then staging cost less than $18,000. Done and done. So our second case study, we're going to call this one From Cluttered Chaos to Move-In Ready. I'm going to show you 2 different properties that we listed for sale. Both of them had different cluttered situations going on. The first one was a charming house in the Bixby Knolls area, and this one was a young family with 2 rambunctious kids, and they just had stuff everywhere. And they were moving out of the area, and they were beyond overwhelmed. We had to work with the homeowner on this one to take the decluttering in stages so that they wouldn't get overwhelmed. And what we did was we broke it down room by room, one day at a time. The living room just had stuff everywhere, and the bookcases, as bookcases often become, they became a catch-all for kids' books and toys and knickknacks and just stuff, and too many books. So you can see from the before photo and the after transformation, when you just declutter and stage, and we did not bring in a professional stager on this one. We worked with the homeowner's furniture and just brought in some of our accessories after the fact. It became a really, really nice setting for the formal living room. And we did the same with the kitchen, and then moving into a bonus room that was kind of a music room / playroom. Same thing. We just decluttered it, took everything out, and then put things back in to just show the space space and show the size of the room to really enhance it. The bedrooms were also really messy and full of stuff. So again, we just worked with our client to take it step by step on removing all of the personal items because they were moving out of the state anyway, and helping them start packing. And this process of breaking it down and taking it step by step really helped them not get overwhelmed. And you can see from the photos why staging is so important, even with your own furniture. Which home would you be ready to move into? The second property that I'm going to talk about in our Cluttered Chaos series was Grandma and Grandpa's house. This was a trust sale, and the son who was selling the property lived out of the area, and this was very emotional for him, and it was really hard for him to manage the process of getting the home ready while he was so far away. So we basically took all of that off of his hands. We helped him organize an estate sale first to get all of the personal items out of the house. Then we organized painting, replacing the carpet, and finally a professional staging. And this house had such amazing bones. The structure was just so pretty that I was even shocked at how it looked when we were finished. It just told a completely different story. In both cases, for both of these properties, the sales took less than 2 weeks, and the second one resulted in 11 offers. Now we're going to move into case study number 3, and I'm going to call this one Perception is Everything. Both of these homes were in prominent, highly affluent areas of Long Beach. One was in Park Estates, one was in Bluff Park area, 1 block from the ocean. Both properties were elegant with high-end finishes. One was practically a new construction as it had just been rebuilt, and that's the second home we're going to talk about. The first one, which was in Park Estates, was a family home, and this one is a perfect example of what happens when you have the wrong furniture in the room and how it can really change the look of the overall space. So the living room was a bit of a hodgepodge of stuff. It didn't really look like a living room. So the first thing that we suggested, since this family was another family that was moving out of state, and they were trying to decide if we should stage it with their furniture or if they should go ahead and move and pay for professional staging. We recommended paying for professional staging because their furniture was the wrong size for the rooms that they had. In the living room, they just didn't have enough stuff and they didn't have the right furniture. So you can see from the before and after the difference of it made in just having this area staged. Same thing with the formal dining room and with the family room. This is a great example of what I come across a lot, which is oversized furniture that's just too big for the space. And what happens is it makes the room look too small and oftentimes too dark. So changing out the furniture there really highlighted how beautiful the family room could be. The second home was a gorgeous custom rebuild of a historical home that was 1 block from the ocean that we sold not too long ago. And this one was just a matter of helping the homeowners understand that while the home was brand new and gorgeous in literally every way, it needed to be staged. Leaving rooms empty in a home, especially this size, buyers oftentimes will walk in and walk out and forget what they just saw. Staging helps buyers envision how they can move into the home where their furniture is going to go, and it creates a more emotional reaction when they're viewing the home. So I love showing this as an example because the other argument that I get oftentimes is, why don't we just leave it empty? The house speaks for itself and buyers can just picture their stuff. Buyers cannot picture their stuff. Most buyers cannot visualize. And I think you'll agree, the home looks so much more finished, staged, than empty. And then our last case study number 4, why they can't see past your paint colors. All right, people, I'm just going to say that the photos on this should speak for themselves as well. When you have really specific paint colors, while they were your choice, they were colors that worked with maybe your furniture or that you've enjoyed, you have to realize that they may not be everybody's preference. So neutralizing, and I'm not talking about just painting the walls white, picking colors that complement the room, the space, and your furniture can completely change how the room feels when you walk in. And I think when you look at some of these photos, like the living room with the red and yellow walls and the bedroom with the red red walls. Which one would you prefer? The orange kitchen with the orange walls, orange cabinets, orange ceiling, or the pretty robin's egg blue kitchen with the white cabinets and the new countertops? All of these subtle changes, guys, did not cost a lot of money, but it is transformative and it can go a long way in ultimately maximizing what you sell your home for. And that's the point of this. So there you have it. These are just a few examples that demonstrate how important it is when you're selling your home that preparation is everything. This isn't just my opinion. There are numerous studies and statistics that show staging helps homeowners sell their home on average for 1 to 10% more than similar unstaged homes. So if you want to sell faster for more money and with fewer headaches, this is how you do it. Not by guessing, not by hoping buyers can look past the flaws, the clutter, the tired or specific paint colors, because they can't. So if you're thinking about selling or just want clarity on where to start, book a free consultation with me by scanning the QR code on your screen, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.